Good morning, Bree. So the Kimball's Peak Theater used to be the go-to spot to catch some of these indie films, but after its closure, film buffs might want to still see them. But where can they go? As I'm learning, there may be some good news and a good surprise in the future. I'll break it all down next.
Welcome back. Just about 6:45 here on your Friday morning, and the Academy Awards, they are this Sunday. But it's kind of a reminder that we lost one of the best options for house movies with the closure of the Kimball's Peak Theater over a year ago. Brett, I know this was a place that you would go to see some of the independent films as well.
Yeah, and film buffs don't need to give up hope yet, because when I was growing up here, if I wanted to see an Academy Award movie or something not mainstream, I would go to the Kimball's Peak Theater. But after owner Kimball Bales passed away last January, you might think independent film no longer has a home. That's not the case, and there's a good big surprise in store coming soon. If you're a film buff, you might still be reeling from the loss of the Peak Theater downtown over a year ago. A haven for independent film, movies not widely screened.
It's not an easy business these days, really isn't. With streaming, there's not that many cities that have these kinds of theaters left, or if they do, they're nonprofit.
Richard Scorman, longtime community leader and film critic, opened Poor Richard's Bookstore and Cinema in 1982, a place to show movies people couldn't see anywhere else. Later bought by Kimball Bales, turning it into the Peak Theater.
People have mentioned it 500 times, and since Kimball passed away, to me, whenever I go anywhere or through the businesses here, but people miss it.
Soon, though, the Peak Theater expected to announce its reopening. Details are limited, but it will be different, while apparently keeping film lovers happy.
People who have loved seeing film in this place will not be disappointed by the next project. It will follow the legacy of community and film that has always been part of this location and take it to a new level for modern times.
An official announcement could come in the next month. Once it returns, local filmmakers like Ralph Giordano calling for community support.
When you say, well, really sad to lose the Peak Theater, but how often did you go? So I think that when we have these film festivals, and if and when the Peak comes back, go.
Despite the loss of Kimball's Theater, there are still options for movie lovers in and around the city. Sorry, movie starting.
I think that we have the ability to keep presenting these films, just that people have to figure out where it is and know more about the organizations that sponsor these films.
According to the Cultural Office of the Pikes Peak region, losing the Peak Theater, at least for now, left a void. But there remains a thriving indie film community.
Follow Rocky Mountain Women's Film, Independent Film Society of Colorado, the 3 Days of Horror Film Fest every fall. There are film screenings of independent film every month.
In large theater chains like Cinemark showing one-off screenings of Best Picture nominees. For cinephiles, that's a start, but they yearn for the return of a permanent home like the Peak.
You read about some of these arty films that the critics rave about, and then they just never come to town, and that's what we're missing here, I think.
I'm Brett Forrest reporting News 5.
Be quiet.
Okay, you had fun with that one.
I did, and this all came as a surprise. I was just interviewing these folks about the independent film scene here, and then I learned through my reporting that, Kimball's is announcing its reopening possibly within the next month. So that excites me. As growing up here, I miss that place immensely.
Yeah, and you are a big film buff, so there's a big crowd here in southern Colorado that backs that, and that's what they're hoping to see is, yes, if we reopen it in somewhat of a similar light, people hopefully will go out and support that.
Yeah, details are keeping under wraps still, but they're saying you can still catch movies there, but there's going to be some added elements too. That is what we just don't know yet.
These are films that people put so much hard work into that don't have the budgets like Hollywood, so it's really important that you do support that kind of stuff.